A brief history of leadership. Topic objective. To discuss the historical leaders. Historical leaders. Throughout the centuries, there have been leaders. We are social animals who bond together, but we look for order against the chaos of life. We look to be organized to accomplish tasks as a society that we cannot perform individually. As a result, someone inevitably ends up in charge. Leaders in the past have generally belonged to one of three categories: political, military, or religious. 1. Political. Around 1790 BC, Babylonian ruler Hammurabi created the codified laws, which unified his empire in what was seen as a fair order as all people were subject to the same rules. 2. Military. Sun Tzu was a military general in China from 500 BC. He wrote The Art of War, and although he was a great military leader, his book is actually about how to not use armies except as a last resort, focusing more on wise political policies and strategies to prevent war. 3. Religious. It may be said that religious leaders have had the greatest impact on their societies, with results that last for centuries. Modern leaders. With the rise of the Industrial Revolution, a new kind of leader emerged: economic. The so-called captains of industry found they could build an empire based on modern technology instead of swords. Oil barons, railroad magnates, and factory owners built large fortunes without the benefit of armies. It was often at the expense of the people they employed. This gave rise to union leaders and various movements designed to promote justice where abuses were perceived to exist. The Industrial Revolution also increased the number of scientific leaders, as scientists now had easy access to a wide range of new materials for their work. Psychiatry and psychology came into prominence with studies on the workplace, in regard to improving productivity and the effect on the workforce. Studies have shown consistently that workers are more productive when they are in a positive work environment. The attitude and influence of the boss is a major factor in this productivity. If employees feel they are listened to, respected, and treated fairly, they are happier in their work and perform better than those who feel they are disrespected and unappreciated. Which kind of work environment would you prefer? Stories to share. Those who do not remember the past are condemned to repeat it. 3 theories of leadership. Topic objective. To define and explain the 3 leadership theories. 1. The Great Man Theory. The Great Man Theory was abandoned in favor of the theories of behavioral science. It's easy to be inspired by stories of great men and women who did great things in their lives. Alexander the Great conquered the known world. Genghis Khan then ravaged most of it. Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves. Harriet Tubman saved hundreds from slavery in the Underground Railroad. Mother Teresa aided and comforted thousands in Calcutta who were abandoned by society. Theory goes that these people did great things because they were simply great people determined by fate and fulfilling their destiny. 2. The Trait Theory. It has often been said, great leaders are born, not made. The trait theory takes this saying literally. If you have the ability to lead, you were born with it, with no way to learning those skills. This theory expands on the Great Man Theory by defining what makes great leaders great. Today, we recognize that true leadership seems to come from a combination of both theories, and more. As we have seen, there are wide varieties of leadership qualities. Everyone has some ability in at least one or more of these areas. This means that under the right circumstances, anyone can rise to a leadership role and be successful based on the leadership style that best matches their personality, if they know how to use that ability to properly address the situation at hand. Other leadership skills can indeed be learned, developed, and mastered. 3. Transformational leadership. In 1978, James McGregor Burns introduced the idea of transformational leadership as he researched political leaders. Burns theorized that transformational leadership is actually a process where leaders interact with their followers and inspire each other to advance together. His characteristics and behaviors demonstrated the differences between management and leadership. People and organizations are transformed due to the leadership style and abilities of the leader, who is able to convey a vision and guide the transformation. Bernard M. Bass, in 1985, added to Burns' transformational leadership theory by shifting the focus to the followers. It is not the individual traits and vision of the leader that matter as much as it is their ability to influence the feelings, attitudes, and commitment of their followers. If people feel they can trust a leader, or better yet, if they admire a leader who can stimulate a sense of loyalty and respect, they will go beyond what was originally expected of them, do so happily. As a result, productivity and unity increase. The followers are transformed by a charismatic, motivational leader. 4. Summary. Through all of the studies, we have seen that there are a variety of attributes and abilities associated with leadership, and these vary from leader to leader. Some leaders are great orators, others great writers. Some leaders are very quiet, but the force of their logic or passion wins the day. The difference between a good leader and a great leader is partly the number of leadership skills they have developed. The other part is their ability to apply those skills properly to those who would follow. We will address these issues in the next section. Topic summary. The great man, trait, and transformation leadership theories. Define success on your own terms, achieve it by your own rules, and build a life you are proud to live. Anne Sweeney.